Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, Muhammad bin Abdullah, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man walahu ba'd. This afternoon, I would like to address another topic which has been deviantly or wrongly manipulated by the Qadiani, the Ahmadiyya movement, the Ahmadiyya sect. Of course, normally we as learned and uh, fundamental Muslims will not share all the deviant teachings if people are not harmed by it, or a lot of people are just uh, ignorant about them. So we don't need to give rejoinder to them. So as long as people are not even aware of them, even their members are not aware of them. Only their core members are aware of the facts, such as are aware of facts like the proclamation or professional, the claim of prophethood by the Mirza Ghulam Ahmed, the founder, Mirza Ghulam Ahmed. The and other teachings like this, like he claimed to have seen God, and to have described God as an octopus and things, other things like that. So, but this afternoon, I'll be talking about the interpretation is deviant interpretation, is bogus, incorrect, wrong interpretation of Yajuj and Majuj, Gog and Magog, because this is part of what is being taught and shared by them in the within themselves. So I'm targeting them, especially their members, because a lot of them, because it's happened after we had our debate with them. That's some of them. Even before then, I remember that I had some internal debates, and I told one of the members that your Mirza Ghulam Ahmad claimed to be prophet, and she told me, no, he didn't. He only claimed to be a Messiah, and the replica of the Messiah or something. So, and is famously known among them as the promised Mahdi. So, of course, we have already mentioned that with evidences that is neither the Mahdi nor the Messiah, because it's not even logical to claim the personality of two persons. You claim to be Mahdi, who is known to be an Arab. You claim to who is known to who will be an Arab, because he is yet to come, and he claimed to be the Messiah, who is known to be an Israeli prophet of God. So how can you be an Arab man and an Israelite at the same time? So it's just like it's an unsensible, illogical and unscientific statements from a joker. That's just it. So, but this afternoon I'll be quickly talking about reading from his book, which he wrote in, I think, Urdu. The book Selections from the Writings of the Promised Messiah. So this is the book before me here. So I bought this from their store, and I'm very astonished seeing the. Of course, I know that they already have their interpretation, Ahmadi interpretation. If you read their book, Invitation to Ahmadiyya, you know what I'm talking about. So I've already written a rejoinder to that book. So I named it Ahmadi Interpretation, correction, and Islamic corrections. So it's still in the manuscript format. So because I'm still gathering some stuff, as much as Allah help me, and I'm also busy with other things. But inshallah, very soon I will try to print the book. So now here he wrote the true nature of Magog and Magog. Like he interpreted a lot of things. Jihad to be jihad of pain. It's like he tried to abolish jihad so as to please the British government, who are his supporters and backup. And he abolished a lot of things like issue of Dajjal. He said he's not a human being, he's just like an illusion. And they even call it illusion. In that book, they call it illusion. So, and a lot of things that's what I said at Mahdi interpretation. So, and now here he's interpreting something. If you read the book, Falsafa to Ta'alim Nubuwa, the philosophy of the teaching of the prophethood, you'll be very, very taken aback by the things you'll be reading in the book. And let me share one. He said, those who disbelieve in Allah, they will only live for 70 years and they will not live beyond. And he tried to back that by he was trying to interpret the word of Allah, which says, ثم في سلسلة سبعون ذراعا فاسلكوه. You know, the disbeliever in Allah, that is in Surah Al-Haqqah. He said, Allah said, take him, خذوه and shame him. ثم في الجحيم صلوه, then cast him into hell, Jahim. ثم في سلسلة, that's a more shine. ثم في سلسلة سبعون ذراعا فاسلكوه, then chain him with a chain that has the length of uh, 70 cubits. That's you see, and said with that, that means, you know, zero of 70 zero. So I think, you know, zero, like, I think arm's length. So you know, the 70 is you know, an arm's length in 70 times. So use the length or a chain of that length to wrap him and to tighten him and fasten him to some, just to chain it to 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 cook yani gilala to faguluhu, you know, chain him all around and make him like a prisoner. And he said this is a big proof that all people, that it doesn't mean, like, it doesn't mean that it's a shame. It means their lifespan, the age in which they will live, will be 70. Can you see an interpretation? Where did he get that from? No, he could not prove it from neither the hadith or Quran or the statement of the Sahaba, nor the statement of the scholars. He just say this is falsafa, philosophy of teaching of prophethood. We cannot force the philosophy of is that. And we tell him, okay, disbelievers will not live more than 70 years. Haven't you seen disbelievers living up to 200 years, 150 years, 100 years? Haven't you seen, okay, what about believers in Allah that not even live up to 50 years? And what about those that live up to 90 years old? So does it mean that if any disbeliever lives 90 years old, lives for 90 years old, the word of Quran here has become 40? So it means these are one of the uh, bogus teachings, you know, being spread by this Java, and one of which I'm trying to share here. So he said it's in the true nature of GOG and MAGOG. He wrote it in Urdu, and I don't know Urdu. Maybe I can learn that later. So now I want the English, you know, everything they wrote here will come in Urdu. It will first come in Urdu, you know, which looks like Arabic, and later it has the English interpretation, English translation. So I'm coming back here. A lot of things to share in this book. How to particularly read just some lines and give the rejoinder, the correction. He said, Gog and Magog are a people. Gog and Magog are a people who surpass all others in the ability to put fire to various uses and are indeed pioneers in this field. Their very names, that is, he said, note in Arabic, Yajuj and Majuj are derived from the word Ajij. That's true, but it's not only from Ajij. I'll give note to that, which means fire. Indicate that all their inventions by be they ships, trains, or other machines were to be fueled with fire, and they would fight their battles with firearms. They would excel all other nations on the earth in pressing fire into their service. This is why they are called Yajuj and Majuj. No, it is not. It is according to your own faulty interpretation. Obviously, therefore, they are the Europeans. So Yajuj and Majuj are the Europeans, according to him. They are the European nations who, in the science of utilizing fire, are so skillful. So only Europeans are people using fire. You haven't gone to the Middle East. Have you gone to other places? Have you gone to other places? This man. So he said, adept and outstanding, that it needs not to be elaborated upon. Of course, but that is just your own interpretation. That is not the meaning given by Allah and His Messenger. Peace be upon him. They are the same Europeans who have been referred to as GOG and MAGOG. So, and in the old scriptures given to the Israelite prophets, Moscow is even mentioned therein by name, which was the capital of ancient Russia. Russia. It was destined that the promised Messiah would appear in the age of GOG and MAGOG. This is where he's trying to point out, just to show that to claim that he was the promised Messiah because he came at the time of the Europeans. Now you've forgotten that it's not only the Europeans. And now, okay, now that he has died, we now have a lot of other inventions that even have to do with fire, all other these atomic, what's it called? What's it? All these war weapons that are even that have even had more advancements than those at his own time. So does it mean that if another Messiah comes, another person, if another what do you call them, froster or what do they call them? So if another froster comes, just like him, and would that mean that is the real Messiah because he came at the time where when fire is that even had more advancement and what's it called, use than when you lived. So he was trying to prove that it was his claim that he was the Messiah, he was the replica of the Messiah. He has come because the Messiah, as to him in the book just in India and others, has died and has lived for 120 years and died and has died uh, in India in a city called in a village called Kashmir, and he has come in the replica as he has come to profit the coming of the second coming of him, and he had to find all means to support that and trying to manipulate, interpret, manipulate, tamper with, let me just manipulate this prophecy of Yahweh that is not really people that are coming, is the Europeans, and they use a lot of fire in, they say, in moving ships, in making war weapons and others. But just like we actually, is very, very clear, we are going to read narrations from Hadith, from the Quran and Hadith, showing vividly and obviously that Yajuj and Majuj are human beings and are known. In fact, they are very, very described by the Prophet Muhammad, and they are yet to come. They have not come yet. They are only come. They will only come at the time of the Prophet, the real, at the time of the Messiah, who was taken up alive but during sleep, to the meaning of inimitable fika, I will make you sleep, not I will kill you, or I'll make you die. Even if it's Allah say I'll make you die, did Allah not make him die? Where in the Quran that it said that Allah now caused him to die? Even if inimitable fika, because this man also said tawafika, tawafa, if it's come from somebody from above and somebody from below, and that means to death, as we said, is a lie. Because in tawafika, according to the scholars, is I will make you sleep. And even if it means I will kill you, where in the Quran did Allah does Allah says he killed the Messiah was later killed? Rather, what we found is Wama Kotaluhu Wama Salabu, they neither kill him nor crucify him. But that thing should be allowed. It was just made to seem like that. Another, this likeness of Prophet Isa was cast upon a wrong a man, an Israelite man, and it was he that was that they killed. Allah took him up while he was asleep. Allah made him to sleep and took him up. Because in him tawafika. Allah said, Allah yatawaffa al-anfus ina mawtiha. Allah yatawaffa al-anfus. Allah, anfus is the same tawaffa. Allah tawaffa. Okay, let me just use the word tawaffa so that we understand. The Allah tawaffa al-anfus, the soul, ina mawtiha, when it's time for his death. So that means kill. But the same verse, the next statement, وَالَّذِي لَمْ يَمُتْ فِي مَنَامِهَا, and those who are not yet to die, Allah tawaffa their souls. Hina fi manamiha, when they are asleep, which means tawaffa is both used for death and for sleep. So, and that is what happens in the case of the promised Messiah, the prophet Isa. There's a lot of hadith. Allah said, I don't know if you on the day of judgment, hatta yatawaffahullah, that Allah will give Allah will give him his reward in full. It's saying tawaffa also is here means to also is also used here to mean reward. So you cannot, because of course you are ignorant and you want to twist the Quran and turn it upside down and manipulate it to just to support your deviant and fake ideology and teaching. So let me, in a nutshell, let me quickly read from this book. I'm supposed to bring Sahih Muslims Sahih Bukhari, but I want to create a book that already have many of these hadith about. So this book is Ahdathul Nihaya, the matters of the end of the Ahdathul Nihaya, the events of the end of time. So what will happen, and part of which is the surface of Yajuj and Majuj. In the Quran, Allah says, حتى إذا جاء إذا فتحت يأجوج ومأجوج. Allah says, until, in Surah Al-Anbiya, until Yajuj and Majuj are opened, until they are set free. Because in Surah Al-Kahf, Surah chapter 17, we learn that they are being blocked. They have been, a barrier is being made by Zulkarnain, Alexander, to block them from away from the people, because they used to terrorize people. So Allah says in Surah Al-Anbiya, when they are set free, وَهُمْ مِنْ كُلِّ هَدَبٍ يَنْسِلُونَ. وَهُمْ مِنْ كُلِّ هَدَبٍ يَنْسِلُونَ. They stream down. They stream down from every side, It comes down from here, from there, because they were being blocked, and they're coming through from behind a valley, a mountain. So they come through, because, and since the time of Prophet Sallallahu since that time they start to dig, to try to demolish and break down the wall, such that in hadith of bin Jashi, one of the prophet's wife, he said, Prophet was asleep, or he came one afternoon and said, La ilaha illallah, in another narration. In another narration, he said, Wailul lil Arab min shani qad iktarab. Futihat al yawm min radmi yajuj mithl hadha. And the Prophet said, the wall that Zulkarnain built to block Yajuj and Majuj has been, a break has been made therein. And the Prophet he give the sign, just as he used to do. He will give signs, illustrate things, and he said for Sharabi is Bahi or Levi Yeli, and he used his thumb and the index finger to give sign that this is the portion, the sign, the size of the break that's been made. At that time, how many portions would they have achieved? And in the hadith, it's part of the hadith I will be quoting for this book. I'm just trying to bring them now. And the hadith, Rasulullah said, when they start this work, and it's time for the sun to rise, the master will say, let's go and rest for today. Tomorrow you come and finish it up, and before tomorrow, Allah would have filled the hole again, start the work again. That is how they will keep on the process will keep on until we keep on until when it is time for Allah to set them free. Then they will say, no, we are not going for any rest, you are going to finish up, and they will break it. That's when Allah said, they stream down, they come down from all sides just to continue their treachery and the terrorism that they used to commit. And in Surah Al-Kahf, when they built it, and they say, Hada rahmatu min Rabbi, this is a mercy from my Lord. If the promise of my Lord comes, that is the end of time, when he will set them free, he will make it that blown up. And the promise of my Lord is true. So now let me quickly come from I want to be fast. I will just quote hadith, only the hadith. I will quote only the hadith. Um, Let me quote. I think it's from this side for something. Yeah. So now, uh, there is one hadith here, Sahih Muslim, and hadith Nawas ibn Sam'an, anhu, and I preach this thing. He said, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Qala yanzilu Isa ibn Maryam inda al-manarat al-bayda." I'm supposed to start from the Yajuj quotes. I need to start from here so that we have more insight about the incident. So he said, ينزل عيسى بن مريم عند المنارة البيضاء شرقية دمشق بين مهرودتين وهذه كفيه على أجنة ملكين إذا تعطى رأسه قطر وإذا رفعه تحدر منه جمان كاللؤلؤ فلا يحل للكافر يجر ريح نفسه إلا مات ونفسه ينتهي حيث ينتهي طرفه فيطلبه حتى يدركه باب لد فيقتله ثم يأتي عيسى بن مريم قوم قد عصمهم الله منه. So he was talking about the descent of the promised Messiah, the Prophet Isa, is going to come while being accompanied by two angels, putting his hands on the shoulder. They descend with him near the white minaret in Damascus, and he started giving this description how beautiful he is, and he will be. So now he said he will kill the Dajjal, the Babel Lud, the Lud gate, now called Tel Aviv, if I'm not mistaken, in Palestine. And now it was when some people will now come to the Prophet Isa that Allah has already preserved, saved them from the hand of Dajjal. So Isa said, فَيَمْسَحُ عَنْ وُجُوهِهِمْ وَيُحَدِّثُهُمْ بِدَرَجَاتٍ فِي الْجَنَّةِ is going to wipe their faces, in mercy, showing and in joy, and rejoicing with them, and it's going to give them information about their level in paradise. فَبَيْنَمَا هُوَ كَذَلِكَ. Why doing that? إِذْ أَوْحَى اللَّهُ إِلَىٰ عِيسَى, Allah will reveal to Isa, إِنِّي قَدْ أَخْرَجْتُ عِبَادًا لِي لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهُ. I have brought out my servants, some of my creatures, my servants. La yadan li ahadin bi kitabi. La ilaha illallah. No one has power. No one, la yadan, la kudra. No one has power. No one has might. No one dare confront them. No one can face them. Bigitali. No one can dare fight them. Face them. Everybody will start running away because they cannot be forced. They are huge human beings. Some people will say they are short. I just see some posts on YouTube and people just quote things ignorantly. You learn before you talk. Just put your mouth in what you don't know. Just like this Mirza Ahmad and this Ahmadi people. So they are described as to be very, very huge people, and we know that huge people, so many people that face in hadith. Well, I think I'm going to quote the hadith. When people human beings like us, let alone people that are not even up to our own height, shoot arrows to the heaven, and the arrows goes into the heaven and enters the heaven and goes beyond the heaven, and the arrows still come back. Do you think they're just shrimps or gross or little human beings? They are giants, very, very gigantic creatures. So Allah said nobody can dare face them. So secure my servants. Allah is saying, will tell the Prophet Isa, you that you said your Muhammad is the promised Messiah. So where did Allah tell him to take his servant to Tur? Because Allah said, for how is it take my servant to Tur in Jerusalem, in Jabal Tur, where Allah spoke to Prophet Isa. Jabal Tur, take my servant to Tur. So it's a mountain known, it's no mountain. So this is the commencement of Yajuj and Majuj. Even this is enough for us, because all this the description, all this of this man, the Europeans, doesn't match all of what you have been saying here. So I will go back to Sahih Muslim from another hadith from Hosea ibn Usaid. He said, the Prophet Sallam said, إِنَّهَا لَن تَقُومَ حَتَّى تَرَوْنَ قَبْلَ عَشْرِ آيَاتٍ. The hour will not come until you see 10 signs. And that is why the scholar said the bigger signs are just 10, and they will come very, very, consecutively and in short time. They follow each other just like just like what do you call this? A stone of ferocity, as they follow each other quickly. وذكر الدخان, he mentioned dukhan, smoke, والدجال and dajjal, والدابة and the creature, the animal that will come out talking to people, Watulu and Shams and Min Magribiha, and the rise of sun, the rising of sun from is Maghrib, from where? Mashriq is east, Maghrib is west, from west. It starts rising from west. And Nuzul Isa ibn Maryam, and the descent of Isa ibn Maryam, and Yajuj and Majuj, and he mentioned Yajuj and Majuj. So you mentioned Yajuj and Majuj, but you said Yajuj and Majuj are Europeans. Okay, they are Europeans. As any Daba comes talking to people, as he in the history of mankind, that an animal has come and talking to people. That which Allah says that أخرجنا لهم دابة تكلمنا من الأرض تكلمهم أن الناس لا يؤمنون بآيات لا يؤمنون ب أن الناس تكلم أن الناس لا كانوا لا يؤمنون. I think that is وإذا أخرجنا عليهم دابة. We are going to bring out an animal talking to people, admonishing them that you do not believe in Allah, you are disobedient to Allah. When has that happened? Because that would happen before the Yajuj and Majuj, and it has not happened. And yet you said you are Messiah, and not something like that didn't happen while you lived, and you have died. And you said they are Europeans. When have that happened? So حتى إذا فتحت يأجوج ومأجوج وهم من كل حدب ينسلون. This is a verse quoted by this scholar, by this author. I've quoted that. ومن كل حدب ينسلون أي من كل مكان ينسلون. They was going to come down from every places. When تشيرون في الأرض, they are going to spread on the earth. يقول رب العزة وجل اقترب الوعد الحق. So let me quickly move on. There are a lot of other hadiths. I don't want to miss them. Aha. Now, this is another hadith. So, no, this is the hadith. So, I think, yes, this is another hadith from Asai bin Sa'id al-Khudri, and this is narrated by Bukhari and Muslim, the both of them. He said, the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, يقول الله تعالى يا آدم فيقول لبيك وسعديك والخير في يديك فيقول أخرج بعث النار فيقول آدم وما بعث النار فقال من كل 1699 قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فذاك يشيب الصديق لذا كل ذات حملها ترى الناس سكارى وما هم بسكارى ولكن عذاب الله شديد. So this hadith is, what I need here is, Salam said, Abshiru fa'inna min Yajuj wa Majuj alfa wa minkum al-rajul. So these 99% parts will be because we learned that. He said, min kulli alfin tisum miatin wa tis'in. So you are just so these are other verse that shows that the Yajuj are very, very very, very huge nation. They are a very, very huge nation. They are so much just that they will comprise the 999 parts of the from. There will be the 999 of 1,000 of the just the percentage of the children of Adam. And he now said, Abshiru fa'inna min Yajuj wa Majuj alfan wa minkum al-rajul. Yeah. It is like Salam said, وَالَّذِي نَفْسُ بِيَدِهِ إِنِّي لَأَطْمَعُ أَن تَكُونَ رُبَعَ الْجَنَّةِ. So this goes on. So if you now say they are the Europeans, does the portion of the people in the world, do you say the Europeans are taking 99 portion of 1,000? Does it make sense? It doesn't. No, it doesn't. Yes, we have. There's another hadith here which I would like to share. So, yes, this is the hadith. Rasulullah said, فتح اليوم ردم يأجوج وماجوج مثل هذه. The wall of Yajuj and Majuj has been opened. مثل هذه, in this, the size of which is this. وحلق بإصبعه والإبهام التي يتليها. So he represent it, he illustrated that this way. Now, in hadith of Abu Hurairah anhu, in Sahih Ibn Majah and Sunan Tirmizi wa Musnad Ahmad, Rasulullah said, Inna Yajuj wa Majuj la yahfiruna sadda kulla yawm. Yajuj and Majuj, verily they hafir, they dig asad, that wall, that partition, that barrier, partition, they deal it kulla yawm, every day. Hatta idha kanu yarawna shu'a ash-shams, until when they see the rays of sun, when the sun try to you know, uh, give its rays. قال الذي عليهم, the leader said, will say, irji'un, jawaban panoid, will say, irji'un, go back. فستحفرونه غدا, you are going to dig tomorrow. فيعودون إليه كشد, فيعودون إليه, okay, family. Continue. فيحفرون وفيعودون إليه, then they will go back to it the next day. مكان كأشد كأشد مكان, when they will go back to the next day, when they will go back the next day, they will find that it has even added to, that have an added thickness to how it was yesterday. Hatta idha balaga muddatuhu, until when the time reaches, wa'udallahu, and Allah Azza wa Jalla, the most mighty and most great and most magnificent, when he wishes, when his will comes, when Allah wants to bring them out to al-nas, he wants to raise them upon the people, hafaru, they will do hatta idha kanu yarawna shu'a ash-shams, until when they see the rays of the sun, qala alladhi alayhim, their leader will say, irji'un fasatafiruna gadan, we are going to dig tomorrow. We are going to dig tomorrow, inshallah. Inshallah, if Allah wish. Because he has not been saying that before. Why yes, destiny. Okay, I think I was even mistaken. He will say inshallah, not that they will say no, we are going to dig it today. No, he will say inshallah, if Allah wish. Why yes, destiny. Even if they say why yes, destiny, and he would do it is now. He would, he would try to make it now is to try to make a clause or like to separation. Yani yu'alliku al-amru ala al-mashiyah, that is going to make the coming tomorrow to dig, make it in line with the mashiyah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that is the will of Allah, because it's Allah that will wish it, not you. That's why you don't say I will do something tomorrow. No, you say inshallah, if Allah wish, because you may not be able to do it. فَيَعُودُونَ إِلَيْهِ, and tomorrow they will come, وَهُوَ كَهَيَّتِهِ حِينَ تَرَكُوهُ, and it will remain how they left it. It is to remain dark. It will remain, nothing will happen to it as it used to do. يعني لا يعيد الله عز وجل هذا المكان الذي حفروه. Allah will not make that place being dark close. Allah will leave it as it was, as it will be. بل يرونه كما تركوه على هيئته فيخرجون من كل هرب ينسلون. Then they will start digging until they demolish everything and come out from every corner, every side. See this scenario, and you said they are Europeans, they are European people that work with fire, and they get it safe because they are from Ajij. From an Ajij, it's iltihab nar, the burning of fire, of course. And if this scholars also is also from the heat of water. That is they are created. That is Allah described them. They are called that because they will have loathsome nature. They will be devilish in nature. They will be They will be terrific, and they have terrorism as their as a quality of characteristics. So that is why they call it Yajuj and Majuj. But that doesn't mean they're Europeans and people that works with fire. It doesn't make sense. So shall we now start copying? Even you will any European be pleased with you if you dare call him or call them Yajuj? See the scenario. See what will happen when, as the Europeans start digging a barrier. Okay, will you interpret this also? Because as you know, you are very good interpreting word, clear words, and you are not even interpreting ordinary words, a random word. You're interpreting the word of Allah, the word of God, and that is why you are called an infidel. The scholars said you are an infidel, you are a disbeliever in Allah. If you are not, you have not been, you have not been suffering from a psycho, or what do you call it? Any psycho. If you have not been having any psycho issue, then you must be a disbeliever. Of course, you are dead. He is dead. So I'm just referring to him as if, because just to uh, benefit others who are blindfolded and brainwashed among those his followers.